soon. Eventually, if I predict him, I'll be right. This is gonna be epic. Over to you, fellas. Let's do this thing. Day one, let's go. Hey, man. Listen, I'm happy to be here. I'm even more happy to be alongside my man Vivid. We're bringing action.
I'm happy to suck your big peacock, daddy.
Shut up. Jumping into the Chamber and Duke train right now, talking about your listen, I kind of went against my own policy right there. They haven't been doing too well in
my nigga Mike shady.
And, I'm willing to admit that. However, looking at the past rain round that we just had in the recent times, yes, we have Duke, we're right at the top of the rain round, right? We have Duke up there. Let me see Jam.
How they getting me?
And let's go! Yeah! Get that
four from people who have gotten first and second in these already.
I'm coming into this qualifier. They didn't do too well yesterday, but I think that they are well-vetted players. They have the experience, and especially when you take into consideration that we got a bunch of players that are new, they don't necessarily have this experience. These well-vetted players, man, you gotta be able to place, and I think
yeah, no doubt.
You're not my girlfriend or nothing. You just have to sit here.
Friday might have been a rough day.
And I watch it. This is not even real life. I'm not even sitting by them. See, look. I'm like that feet.
I'm leaning into the Alto Beacon, right? They were tested, battle tested by Knifer and Mila there.
Yes, oh my God.
Friday, the previous qualifier. It was a tough fight for them, both of which came up a little bit
I'm
short.
consistent.
They were having the performance they were looking for, but that's what you expect of a contested team. It's going to be a lot harder for you. This is uncontested. We're going to see because the battle is here. Game number 1 of the FNC is
underway.
We're going to kick it off.
We like the dream team. We the dreamiest dream team, like the dream team, like a bing bing.
All right, here we go, getting straight into the action.
I had 18 times.
We know that NBF has alluded to the Alto Beacon. Huge for that.
I'm also confident in saying that
Bye guys.
That being said, though, we're going to get some of the action down here at the Wind Mill Split.
That big fight that somebody was talking about, the Sundown Sex Fest, I
Well,
believe the two teams down here are in for a surprise. If they think they're going to do well, this is a very, very interesting place to take any kind of early action and or engagement. Now, if you're a traditional one, they kind of are split on the other side. A more head-to-head clash is going down right now. Sprite already losing his teammate Downsy, but he does get the siphon onto Majors there, so there's a deadly exchange happening between the two and a pretty even face-off here as Rise has about the same health that Sprite does right now. So, I mean, Vivid, what's the play here? Disengage, take the small victory, go to the preview van. Like, there's a couple options here.
Listen, as we see, Sprite just has a fuckload of meds. He has so many chucks that he has to take advantage of. And as you can see, he is going to go ahead and do that.
He's just getting worked right now by Rise. Rise is finding all the angles.
You're gay. Don't stop, Daddy. Hey, baby.
That's crazy. Game number 1. Off to a dangerous Majors. Clash is getting Sprite company. Listen, see how things started off. So it was actually Rise.
I'm literally about to mute you.
He proves it. On over to the Daily Bugle, though. We have Macwood and Donnie here. Ooh, they had a hard and a difficult time here yesterday, but maybe it was because Bucky was just on fire, right, with Cam 1X.
Yeah, I believe that when Macwood was landing here, they were actually contested by Polarized, but I think they got a little too comfortable because at one point, I believe it was the first like 2 games that kind of got out of the Daily Bugle untouched. Then eventually Polarized showed up and was like, hey, listen, I don't necessarily think that we should just let these guys walk away from our drop spot anymore. Maybe it was like a Storm Surge problem that Paralyzed was having to where they wanted to be a little bit more aggressive off spawn. But regardless, look at Macwood and Donnie here. They already are going to be a full shield here pretty soon, and Macwood's got some pretty good loot, even though they are splitting this drop. Like an MK7, a striker, a shotgun boot, you know, and you gotta speak about the wedge, right? Those are so valuable in these lobbies.
And not to mention the 3 points to kick things off to a much better start than yesterday, where they were eliminated quite quickly out the gate multiple times back to back. So a couple 3-point swings here. That's the difference in the format today. The format is going to heavily favor taking these engagements and winning them. The rewards now in the later stages are kind of amplified here, so these elims are worth a fair amount. Now, though, between Chubbs and Twix here, they're sizing up Team Assault down low.
Let's go back to game chat.
One another. This is how you want to play these kind of engagements right now. Making it slow and steady.
This nigga, he acting gay, like, shut your bitch ass up, I'm gonna beat this nigga ass.
They definitely have the piece control, they have most of the builds here, but they're not wasting any time, so you gotta get some farm on. Looks like this might end up in a little bit of a disengage here.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful in these early game situations.
Yeah, I need to switch my outfit.
You can see that they have the high ground.
I am about to go in this box fight for wearing this.
The longer that you sit here,
I think
the
they
less time that
YouTube
you are
just
making progression towards your mid and late game. In the late game and the mid game, you need mats. You need to be able to sustain throughout any damage.
Hey, shut your bitch ass up.
Build
shut the fuck
each
up.
one of those stages. And the
shut your
longer that
bitch
you
ass up.
just sit here, you're not really working towards that. And as you can see, if you look down on the bottom right, the map.
Ew, like, shut your bitch ass up. Ew. Oh my god.
Here's a rough fight going on for Sensen and Cold, who have the disadvantage just up against Muzz and Avery. Big team, big clash going down right now. Scented and Cold should know better than to take one of these early game engagements, especially with how quick it's chewing through the builds here. And you can tell the veterans managed to hold off just enough, but it was a fight for loot, so Muzz and Avery might have best of the team here. Sensen and Cold slide on up. He gets to bully them off for the rewards, but
how the fuck you get that bag loot?
It's gonna come to the detriment of a couple heals, but not the end of the world as they do have the movement. They get some tags, remember these tags are crucial in the bigger scheme of things, the grand scheme of things. As we get that little map shot down there, this is a full-on northwestern pool. So yes, they're safe.
It's my turn, boy.
But there's plenty of, I guess, you know, space to work off, right? They're not completely safe just yet. They have a long game.
Yeah, and you know Sensitive, right? He makes it to so many end games. We always see consistently, maybe not necessarily always winning those end games, but we can always find him, always rely on him to be in the end game somewhere on the low ground. And to be able to do that, you got to be able to consistently find the Storm Surge throughout this early game. So, you know, we can see Sensitive focusing around.
Can I just get like one kill, please?
Here, where there's a nice little hill where he can post up on, and a little bit
of
a
can I at least
we saw him get into over some resources and stuff like that, but he knows what is worth it and what is not worth it.
Oh, these bots.
They definitely have their drops themselves, but let's talk about the loadout here. Long range weapon, right? So we have the long range rifle.
What the fuck is
this?
this?
The SMG here, no shotgun in play. This is the harder, I guess, of the two options, right? Between the MK7 and this rifle here, you really have to have your first shot accuracy down pat. That's kind of the play right now, right? If they're playing this passive, this could be a team that could be facing potential Storm Surge issues in the long run.
Yeah, I actually really like the
Ranger. What is this?
Personally, especially in a situation like this. Degen is well known to have
they're trying to kill me, bro.
They're all the way on top of this very tall hill.
They want me dead so bad. What the fuck?
And the MK7 isn't necessarily the best opponent, but the Ranger with that first shot actually does work from this.
For sure, Muzz and Avery on the other side, the MK7 in hand. Pretty much a face-off. On the bottom, we have Seth. It's in a completely different situation, but for Muzz and Avery, they're looking to take this open-toe exchange. This is something you see.
Like, what is that?
Players having pretty consistently.
Like, why the fuck I'm
kind of
fucking...
stand out in the open, take these shots, take that risk, and hope that they can land the shot first, be a little bit quicker.